live in years, actually, that we've actually had something like this where we've had in-person conversations. And you heard us talking. We were trying to do some sound checks and all that because, like I said, this is our first pancake of hopefully many in the near future. So please hit the number one. Let me know you guys can hear this. Make sure let everybody know that we are live right now because I know we had a little bit of a delay, just some technical stuff. We need to get things going. Make sure you hit that like button down below, crush that subscribe button, and we're going to get straight into this conversation. Again, the first of many, I hope, of live conversations with amazing people that are in the game, in the industry, families and all that stuff of victims and all that, and bringing some more awareness to stuff like that live on the show in your faces. So, without further ado, I need to bring on our friend. He's been here before. Actually, he was on almost a year ago, almost to the day. Please welcome my good brother, Daryl McDaniels, pioneer, amazing individual, and also the other half of Run-DMC.
Third.
What's up?
1/3.
Oh, a third. I'm so sorry. A third. Well, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Good to be here in the loop.
Yeah, man. It's been a minute since we talked, and
it's been a year.
It's been 11 months.
Wow,
the last time we had a conversation
crazy.
was 11 months, so it's almost
At
a
the
year.
fur place.
Yeah, at that fur and leather center. Yeah,
Yes.
a really great spot.
Yeah.
And yeah, we were covered by nothing but fur, and now we're in a green.
What is this
room.
area?
What's again?
What's this area?
This is the Cortex.
Yes, that's
a really nice office space
Yeah.
here in downtown St. Louis. But okay, when I ran into you, when I brought you in here, we were kind of chopping it up for a very short amount of time. But you told me that you've been. How busy have you been, bruh? So tell me.
Comic Cons. I do Comic Cons. Concerts still. Yes, I still perform. And because of my book about mental health, 10 Ways Not to Commit Suicide, I do a lot of mental health conferences. And I have a book called Daryl's Dream, which is a story about me in the third grade, getting teased, bullied, and picked on. That's a huge hit with educators. So I do mental health conferences, education conferences, concerts, and Comic Cons, the 3 big C's.
Yeah, the 3 big C's I see. Yes. And let's not forget cookies.
And the 4th C is I started a cookie company. It's called Daryl Makes Cookies.
Yeah, man. Wow.
Because I love cookies.
Yeah, who doesn't like cookies, bro?
That's what I do.
So guys, you gotta check these out. These are fire. I've had these before.
The
last
coolest
time we were here.
cookies in the universe.
Coolest cookies,
not in the world.
The universe. That's what it says right here. Coolest cookies in the universe. I'm gonna put them right there so everybody can see them. Go and consume them.
And people say they're really good.
Yeah, I think they're really good. And I'm a big connoisseur of cookies. I don't know about you, but I'm a connoisseur of cookies.
Yes, sir.
But I also know that you're here in St. Louis for a specific reason. So tell me a little bit about life in a bag.
Well,
what's going on?
Biscuits Foundation.
Shout out to Biscuit. Come on over. Come on. We're gonna shoot this wild, but
this is
stand in the middle right here.
Doing it.
This is our brother right here. Are we on the wide? This is our brother Biscuit. He's tall. Is he cut off? Okay, cool. You can talk, Sess. It's okay. Sess is in the background, y'all. But me, and you got him right there too. But tell him about life in the bag, man.
Well, my life in the bag is a foundation that we provide luggage and essentials to the kids in group home, and foster care, as well as the homeless youth. And we make sure that we provide them with the bags as well as the products that go in there, such as underwear, socks, the essentials and everything, because we take that trash bag away from them. They got that stuff in there, and we say, here goes something to put, the things that you can carry around much properly, backpacks, whatever it is that they need.
Yeah.
We give those things to them so they can feel that they're part of just everyday life like normal people. They see people all the day walking, going to school with backpacks and all that, or whatever they do in everyday life. They carry their stuff in trash bags. It was just something that had to be changed about.
No doubt.
And so we also work with the homeless youth because, as they continue to surf from couch to couch and don't know where to stand, it's just, so we make sure they get backpacks at least because that helps. We know they take a lot of stuff with them, But giving them backpacks makes a big difference.
Yeah.
So, they get to do those things. And so we also deal with the reading literacy. And so DMC's children book, he takes and he gives it to the kids for free so they can be inspired enough as they're going through their transitions to say, you know what, this person just like me. Like, I'm bullied. Wow, I can get through this.
Right.
And so we also deal with mentorship, making sure that we bring as many people, be it as man, woman, whatever, even youth. We let youth help youth. And it's inspiring. It's really growing. It's starting to become something that people starting to catch on to say, okay, we see that there is a problem. And then we deal with the mental health part, the big part. And that's kind of what's going on tonight at the Delwood Rec Center, the mental health aspect of it, where we bring in DMC, Lawrence Maroney from the Patriots, ex-NFL football player, and two other incredible females that's doing some incredible things in the community, but they want to talk about their issues, especially being females, and how they're dealing with their organizations and stuff, and how it has affected them by now working for the community, but some things they didn't work on when they were kids that nobody gave them the outlet for. So we want that to be that whole platform to awakening the things that's going on that people just sit back and don't think that's not a problem. It's a major problem. So My Life in a Bag, we just bringing everything we can and closing the gaps and everything we can for these youth so they can be tomorrow. We don't know what God's plan is.
No doubt.
So they got to have that opportunity to have what we got right now. So they the next president, the next person who's the next science that can cure something.
Right.
I'm saying they got it all, and they're not getting a chance to because no one's helping them. So they're falling under the cracks.
That's beautiful. So it's mylifeinthebagfoundation.org.
Yep.
And Biscuit is the one is the founder of this whole thing, and so I appreciate you. First off, I appreciate you for doing everything you can.
And I was once one of those foster
Thank
kids. Yeah, I was one of those foster kids.
Yeah.
So I'm an example of what can happen when you pay attention to the young people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think the organization is a really amazing one, and it's very unique. It's not something that you hear about very often. And
because they don't just hand out turkeys on Thanksgiving.
No,
they stay involved.
It's consistent.
With the journey.
Yeah,
exactly.
it's consistent, which
right,
is dope. And then
we need that.
I went to the one last year. Yep. I'll be there tomorrow as well. To show up and show
again.
out. Of course, you're gonna be performing again, and of course, sharing your story and spreading the love and doing what you do, which I think is really, really incredible.
Right.
And so, guys, please go check out lifeinabagfoundation.org, www.mylifeinabagorganization.org. Check it out
and help us out.
mylifeinabagfoundation.org.
Yeah.
He said that.
Oh, I said it. Yeah, I said it.
Right.
Well, let me repeat that again, though. www.mylifeinabagfoundation.org. Go check it out if you want to go.
Help us, support us.
Yeah. So
donate.
Is there a link that they can go to if they want to donate or contribute?
Everything's there.
It's all on the platform. Okay, so definitely go check that out if you want to give back and help
make
out
sure
these
the kids get the bag.
We talk about the kids, okay? Yeah. Anything for the kids. In fact, guys, if you guys have any questions, please be sure to put them in the comments section in the family chat. I am watching. I am keeping an eye on all this as well. But I know that you're going to be there speaking at this My Life in the Bag Foundation gala. So what else are you going to be doing while you're in town? Because it seems like you came in on Halloween, and now you've been busy.
Oh, yes. Speaking to kids. Hanging out with one of the best DJs in the world, my DJ Charlie Chan.
Charlie Chan in the house. Yeah. That's good.
So, I mean, it's kind of like I'm just at home.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not in Hollis.
Right.
I'm here in St. Louis, but it's like home.
How did it feel about the Yankees losing the World Series?
I didn't care because I'm a Yankee fan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's why.
What fan are you?
I don't want to make the Yankee fans mad.
It's already done. You said you ain't a fan.
Yeah, but I don't want to really make them mad. I'm a Red Sox fan.
Oh,
and that's the worst.
Oh, we are not talking anymore. This conversation's over, son. Wow.
But it's not because I met Big Poppy.
Okay.
I grew up a Met fan because I'm from Queens.
Okay.
But then I met Big Poppy a couple of years ago at this event for school kids, and he's just like Santa Claus. He's the nicest guy in the world, and we became boys, and I just started paying attention to what the Reds were doing because of Big Poppy. Just like I'm a Spurs fan because of Tim Duncan.
Okay.
You know, I don't base my existence on state, town, or country affiliation.
Right.
I base my admirations on who the person is.
Oh, okay. That's
and I'm not alone because a couple of years they did this experiment where they had Big Poppy in New York, out on the streets in the city, going up to New Yorkers asking for hugs. 99.9% of people in New York hugged him. So then I knew it's really not that deep.
Whoa.
Because you see a lot of the nonsense with the fans and it gets violent.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
People are crazy.
It's a damn game.
People are crazy. You know what
I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a whole another level of why take that energy and help out the community.
Right.
You rooting for your team, you spending money on tickets, you cursing people out, you calling in the radio, you doing all of this talking.
Yeah.
And you exerting all of this violent energy when you could take that energy and you use that to make the situations in your schools, in your neighborhoods, on the street blocks corner. Then you have transformation. Then you could have something to argue about when somebody brings death to violence and destruction into your neighborhood. But you're about to take my head off just because I like the rival team?
I mean, we are already living in some very divisive times. Let's be real. It's been like this for a minute.
Right. But
it's been like this for a minute now.
To the forefront because the way the media shows you that.
Yeah.
It's become normalized. Mr. Burbage, my 10th grade social studies and history teacher, said things become a social norm once people accept it as, oh, that's just how it is now. Mm-hmm. As opposed to saying, no, we're not letting it get that way. But same thing with hip hop. I mean, everything that's celebrated in now, you gotta understand what I'm saying. Hip hop is the CNN. We talk about the guns and the crimes and all of that stuff.
Right.
But the reason why hip hop would talk about it is because the majority of the records that would be on the charts, being played on the radio and being sold and distributed everywhere so every little person can hear hip hop would be about, yes, there's guns, but you shouldn't shoot. Mm-hmm. Yes, there's drug dealers, but you don't have to be one. Yes, there's strip clubs, but there's a billion women that keep their clothes on.
Facts.
But now, since that's the dominant presentation of our culture, people have been normalized to say, no, that's the way it is and it's supposed to be.
Right.
When we created hip hop, so it shouldn't be.
Right.
I'm not even saying it has to be that way. It shouldn't be that way.
So then let's talk about that.
We got to use the arts.
So we
got to use the media. We got to use music. We got to use film. We got to use playwriting.
To transcend. To be able to transcend ourselves.
The arts succeed where politics and religion fails us.
But here's the thing, though.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so glad, man. We coming out hot out the kitchen, y'all. Exactly. And I'm so happy about this. Let's talk about this. Woo! Thank you so much. I'm so happy. Thank you. Let's talk about this. The hip hop world. That's not what they put out here. That's not what we're seeing right now. All we're seeing is booty shakings, BBLs, and how much money you get. Doing all this stuff. I got this in the heater. I'm going to do this. My gang, I got shooters, all this kind of stuff. We have all that kind of vernacular and that put thrust into the zeitgeist, right? We got that out there in the zeitgeist. Exactly. So from my question is, then how can that change? Because it's been like that for how long now? It's been like that for decades.
20 years. I would say 20 years of that dominant thing. So how do we fix that?
How do we change
These young brothers and sisters, we don't need no more rappers. We need more educated individuals that went and studied and learned something that we can control the distribution. We need somebody sitting in the seats of power saying, yes, this is not about censorship. And this freedom of speech exists. But we need people with the money behind them saying, okay, we're going to put that record out about the gun that's just being shot, we're going to spend the same amount on the budget to play the record that says don't have to use the gun.
But we don't live in that world.
But we do. We do. Let me show you how.
Tell me.
Ice-T.
Okay.
Who else? Ice-T. Wyclef Jean. Ice Cube. Even Snoop and them. They said Run-DMC made positivity gangster. I came along with the same attitude that all the streets had. And I wasn't saying bitch, ho, shoot, shoot. I was rhyming about school. I tell kids, I'm so gangster. I got a record that's about Christmas.
Right.
That's more gangster, and we'll play my record. I got a hit record every day, every year for the rest of my life.
No doubt.
Christmas is about to come. What are they getting ready to play in every household, along with Brain Crosby and Nat King Cole? And I didn't even know I was that powerful. Somebody said, D, don't you know Christmas only used to be the white guy, Ben Crosby. And it's funny, he sung these words. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Of
course. Who doesn't know that?
We saw, but also you had the black guy.
Yeah.
Chestnuts roasting on
Nat King Cole. Yeah.
That's all we had.
Yeah.
Until some young people from those streets came out with dun 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 dun
Come on now.
Came out,
classic.
over a beat.
Yeah.
I wasn't like, bitch, ho, shoot, shoot. I'm DMC in the place to be. I go to St. John's University. Since kindergarten, I acquired the knowledge after 12th. So what I mean by that is, had individuals from every state in America come to say, yo, DMC, man, just from the fact that you were saying what you were saying, I changed who I was. Because they was hearing it.
Yeah.
We learned by repetition. So now, only hearing the bitch hole, plat, my gang affiliation and this and that, sip this and smoke that and stuff like that. Somebody who doesn't know everything else that's out there would be like, yo, I got to be this way to be hip hop. So the way that we change it is not through the arts alone. We got to let the arts be more powerful, talking about the stuff people know exists, but nobody wants to validate that because they're so worried about whether they're cool or not. The problems with our youth is that the records don't, it's like even with heavy metal and Ozzy Osbourne. When Ozzy sung about suicide, he didn't cause, everybody got mad at Ozzy. He didn't know suicide exists. That's why they got mad, because he was talking about it exists. So now we are supposed to make records telling, no, you don't have to do suicide. But like you said, for the last couple of decades, those records exist. But they're not on the radio. If you listen to the radio, you hear the same records
all the time.
20 minutes over and over.
It's the same thing.
Put on OPP. Again, that was a record about sex.
Yeah.
But Tretch, who's from more grittier places than half the brothers and sisters in our nation, when he said, I'm going to do this hip-hop thing, I'm going to do it with integrity. I'm going to have somebody, I look like everybody else, but do I talk and present? No. People was looking at Tretch, was like, you made this record? He was able to say, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
See, that was the power. And those other brothers would
but you also
they'd be like, yo, DMC and Jay and them, man.
Right.
Them motherfuckers don't even curse. The motherfuckers don't even curse. They got that much power. We don't see that no more. Yeah. The only power we see is people that look like the brothers in the streets shoot and kill it. So it makes them think that's the only way.
So, so I hear you 100% on that. When they see, oh, that's the easy route. In a way,
as a man, thinketh, so he to come. The power, as a man thinketh, so is he. What you behold, you become. So when we create, now listen, what I mean by that, the reason why I say we got to be the executives in the seats of power. I go to high schools, middle schools, and I even go to elementary schools now. And the kids are blown away when I say this. The radio stations, the record corporations, the lawyers and the accountants and everybody running the music business didn't create it. It was young, the typical rapper. And I hope young people understand this. The typical rapper, before rappers that got us into the music business, was 12 to 25 years old. And our records was fun, sex, getting high and all of that. But it was also history, economics. Don't be in the gang. Don't disrespect the women. We got women, bitches, and hoes like that shit is cool. But we need fully, and hold it, the dominant factor. What happened to the Moni Loves? Why don't you sign a Moni Love?
Oh, wow.
That's better than 99% of the boy rappers, because a lot of boy rappers can't rap. They can make good jingle records with hooks.
Right.
Monilo, fully clothed. MC Light was a dope female rapper. She was
we
a
don't
dope
live in that,
MC.
but unfortunately,
we do live in that world. That's why we gotta take. I say we gotta take our freedom by force.
How do we
I'm not
change?
talking about guns and bang, bang, bang. Educate ourselves and get those positions, because without us, fashion industry, music industry. I was just in where was I at yesterday? I was just in Cleveland speaking at Tiffin University. And I'm around black people and white people, and we talking history, and these young brothers and sisters do not know that we built all these industries in America. Mm-hmm. We did. And then some white person, not evil, that was just smart.
Right.
Said, oh, here, take that. And let me. That's what they're doing. A brother is coming in there as prolific as a Tupac. Mm-hmm. But the industry don't know what we live in our conditions. They live in the gated communities. So they just know, Thug Rapper Gangsta Bang Bang just sold 3 million records. So you coming in with OPP, can you be like him? And the young brother says like, nah, I'm trying to be something, and Parliament and fucking other. But all I got to do is write you a $500,000 check.
And you're like, I'm not with OPP.
Gang signs and nothing. Because you understand, gang signs. NWA, what I'm trying to say was this. NWA was necessary, but we didn't need 100 of them. We had NWA, but we had True Live Crew, had Run-DMC, De La Soul. Everybody was rapping, but nobody was the same. Monotony, over and over and over, breeds laziness. And laziness hinders the growth.
So then with the world the way that it is right now, because it is a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy, more and more women are out here in the on stage wearing less and less clothing. It's like going into a strip club. Guys are still rapping the same old stuff, promoting violence and all that stuff all day long. So when you say that it is there, what needs to happen to make that change actually happen?
Right. We were already fighting for the change, but we couldn't get in. Over the last, I would say, 6 months, there's no more record labels. All the record labels got rid of all the artists. All the record labels got rid of all the staffs. They're turning into distribution centers. Distribution means where a company set up to get your art where you want it to go. So now the playing field is ours. Let's start producing more quality and flood the distribution centers with it so the people that don't want to hear Bitch Ho can get access to it. See, the other way, they didn't have access. There was not one station in America of emulating K-Rock. You know what K-Rock is?
Oh, of course.
They play classic rock. They keep the Beatles and Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd. There's not one. Hip-hop has been around. They just celebrated the 50th year anniversary of hip-hop. There's not one station that's all hip-hop. And do you know how much money a classic rap hip-hop radio station just like a K-Rock would make? Because there's a billion of me in existence.
Right.
But the perception is the people that were running it, that's why I said we got to run it, they don't know what's going on with us. They're just going by, oh shit, who's hot trend? Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B, and this and that. They don't know that there is a Lauryn Hill who is rapping. So now with this distribution, I could take $1 million and say, this is what I'm going to focus on. Turn that million into 3 and put it back in until that new lady who is no different from Moni Love, now the whole world's going to think it's new because they never heard of her.
Right.
But we did. Before Jam Master Jay, well, rest in peace. When we first went to London in '84, Run-DMC, and we was doing an interview, and the London journalist asked us, did you think hip-hop would be as big as, from an industry business standpoint?
Right.
I said no, but then Jay said, yeah, I did, and it just blew my mind. And this is the answer I'm giving to us. Jay said, yeah, because it was so big to me when I first heard it.
Right. So
Jay said, right in Hollis, it was only Bronx, Manhattan, but that thing was already the biggest thing in the world to Jay. Hip-hop is prophetic. Let's go back to before Rappers Delight. If you listen to this is how much power we got. If you listen to all the early performances of hip-hop, because it was no records. We were out there taking beats and putting DJ and MC and we're trying to be Stevie Wonder, but we wasn't emulating them. I'm gonna create a whole new art to do the thing that James Brown does, but I can't do him because he's him.
Right.
But in the beginning of that, we had to be creative. But if you listen to all of that, every MC who had a rap said, a shock and amaze will make you feel shame. One day my name will be in the Hall of Fame. He was saying that in 79. He probably did. But he wasn't just speaking for himself. He was speaking for his culture. Is hip-hop in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? The message. It's like the jungle times. It makes me wonder. That was a mental health record. That was young people. It wasn't just about us. Because our 3 minutes of heaven was what they took to put on the records to profit off. But we wasn't just talking about us. We kids. Right. We can figure this out. Smoke a joint. Go to your girlfriend's house. Go to the movies. Go play Skelly. Like, in the street, everybody always talk about the streets, but in the streets, ain't there kids over there playing handball?
Yeah.
Ain't there kids over there reading comic books? The streets was all of this stuff.
Yeah.
This industry will section out a negative part of our culture and promote that to the masses.
And now that's all they do.
So for us, when you heard a homeless, poor black kid who his brother was raising him, when he made his record, he talked about that. He talked about his gun, but he also talked about, I read chemistry books and I pick up science books on that mic. And nobody in the street said he was soft or nerd or for saying that. We know, whoa, this brother's, powerful. So the way we really take it back is, I guess, we need more podcasts like you doing right here. Mm-hmm. This what needs to be heard at 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. to our young audience, like Entertainment Tonight and what's the Access Hollywood.
Yeah.
Only talking about. I was with Jesse Jackson about 20 years ago before, it's 2 decades now. Jesse Jackson said this, and this is powerful, and this is what you're doing. You solving a problem. Jesse Jackson said, MTV Cribs is cool, but it shows results. Don't show process.
Facts.
It don't show process.
That's hard facts.
That's hard facts. I am nothing without a sound man, a manager, an accountant, a producer. I can go brag how good I am all I want, but if I don't have a sound company traveling with me on my tour to set up in every city before I get there, okay, DMC made $100 million touring last year. 20 million of that went to my sound man.
But they don't know how the sausage is made sometimes.
So our records used to do that on records. Now, more importantly, we got podcasts now.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much content that we can utilize to take back our music.
Y'all, if you even knew what was going on before everything, setting all this stuff up, you don't even know. Does. You don't see what's going on behind the scenes. But without all this stuff, we'd have nothing. You know what I'm saying? Even if you see a black thumb just come out of nowhere, black licorice thumb just come out of nowhere. Wesley Snipes in the background, black. But you know what I mean?
It's all teamwork. It's all teamwork.
Absolutely.
It's enough for everybody to be eating. So they want to I just want to end with this. They want to keep us separating. You said there's so much division now. Yeah. First, they want to keep the black people divided. If we came together like Jewish people and gay people, when people do something disrespectful to our culture,
we band together.
Different.
Yep, we all band together.
So bad if we all band. I'm talking about St. Louis, New York.
We live at different times, man.
Now, if you successful with this, and I'm coming in with this agenda, it's something is in trouble for somebody's pocket. If you say I'm gonna help you, D. Yeah. So they rather keep me and you at odds than us coming together.
No doubt. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about that really quick. Because, it is election season. In a couple days, it's going to be the deadline for elections and all that. So how you feeling about that? Because there is a lot of divisiveness that's been going on in the world. Let's be real. Yeah. And since we are talking about that, how are you feeling about this election?
It's a joke right now.
Oh,
and
politics and religion. We'll talk about religion another time. Right. But politics for right now.
Politics right now is, I can't even watch it. You know what I'm saying? When I go to the voting booth, I just literally might write my grandmother's name in. Because you have a right to vote. You don't have to vote for neither one of them.
Okay.
There's one thing that you can, even if it's one vote, you can write in. I can write in Mr. Burbridge. Now, why do we do that over Trump and Kamala? Let me say it right. Not that I hate or I'm a Republican or what's it, because Mr. Burbridge has some values that I would like to see lead in my country. That's all. Right now, and what I'm saying, the only reason I'm acting like that is because from what I've taken from the media. The media only show politicians now fighting. I don't hear them strongly talking about education. I don't hear them strongly talking about jobs. And I'm not just taking the auto industry and this and that. What about the jobs for places that people overlook? Mm-hmm. So when we was coming out, most of my leaders coming from my country, the first thing they would do is address the issues here. I'm not just talking about America. Let's address the issues on the corner of St. Louis, 10 blocks from here.
Right.
Because hip hop taught me this. Fix yourself, you fix your household. And different individuals started doing educate yourself, breakdance, rap, DJ, just stop selling drugs, don't care. Fix yourself, we fix the household. Then people started offering us jobs because they saw we had some skills.
Right.
Fix your household, you fix your block.
Yeah.
Fix your block, you fix your neighborhood. Fix your neighborhood, you fix your city.
Fix your city,
you fix your state. Spread across like that.
Exactly.
So I don't see nobody saying that. They're saying most politicians talk about big problems that have been in existence for the last 100 years. Something tells me something's wrong. And something with religion, people praying over the same problems. The Bible tells you in all faith without works is what? Faith without works is what? But if we all faithfully work together, those problems are eliminated. I didn't say DMC, St. John's University, because I thought I was a savior. The reason I said that was before I came along, there was a man named Kool Moe Dee that most of the world only knows from the 90s when he battled LL. But Kool Moe Dee was in a rap group called the Treacherous Three, who did a record called Yes We Can, Yes We Can, which was already a slogan in my brain before Obama brought it to me. The Treacherous Three brought it, and they knocked down the generational divisional walls that's always put up because they said their message over a Pointer Sister song called Yes We Can. Mm-hmm. So the reason why when I was in a place for position to do something above me than just sell records and make money and do videos, I remembered Kool Moe Dee on his record said, once a nobody from the neighborhood, I took a hop to the top because I knew that I would excel over the rest because I make progress. I don't consider it luck because I'm not blessed. I got my life all together, love the way that I live. Go to school, know I'm cool, and I think positive because it's a right to have fun. Lots of pleasures and joy, but it's a brain that separates the men from the boys. Yep. And he was 18 years old.
Crazy.
I was like, that shit was way more powerful than Martin Luther King, only because Martin Luther King was a man. He's like, oh, that's mine. He's saying that. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Now we got, I remember we was on tour. Run-DMC, check this tour out. Run-DMC, Public Enemy, Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Big shout out to Will and the Fresh Prince and EPMD. Hold up. And then in there, Eric B. and Rakim. We all on the side of the stage watching Rakim, the God MC, who was more harder than a lot of, who was pulling up in Rolls Royces with $3,000 Dapper Dan shoots on. But on Rakim record, he didn't say I do hold ups and I shoot. He said I used to roll up. This is a hold up, but now I learn. See, everything goes back to the brain, not to the bullet, not to the muscle, not to the good looks, not to the jewelry. Rakim never rhymed about his jewelry. He rhymed about his brain. But we standing on the side of the stage looking at Rakim, Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff, Run motherfucking DMC. We the kings at this time. EPMD and Chuck D, a Public Enemy, looking at Rakim in all of us. Yeah. In our height and glory, all of us. Untouchable. We going, man, we can't do that. Scared to death. Yeah. But he's telling us, yes, we can in our own way. But I just want to say this. So we go into the discussion, why is hip hop so powerful right now? And the answer was, because we in arenas now, and we in stadiums now, true, and we on TV, which was true. But then Chuck said this, and this was 1988. He said, nah. He said, there's always a mic in front of us. We on TV, we making records. We control the airwaves. Mm-hmm. That's our opportunity to not claim and hope for power. It's a way to show our power. And the only way you show your power is when you're saying something powerful.
Absolutely.
I tell the brothers and sisters, Tupac was not worshipped in the streets for hip-hop culture because he had thug life and went to jail.
Right.
No. All of our guys go to jail. 99% of them in jail are telling us, don't come here. But you don't see that in the media. But Tupac is worshipped, and with this, for 2 reasons. Okay. And kids go, yeah, that's true. And they connect with the emotion. I say Tupac is worshipped for 2 reasons in hip hop. Because he made Dear Mama and Brenda Had a Baby. And the kids go, his management didn't tell him to make a record about teenage pregnancy in the streets. And his management didn't say,
they didn't like that too
you
much.
appreciate.
Yeah.
That's not a kid's listening.
But everybody's listening now.
They ain't going to fucking have sex.
But at the same time, though, you know,
but
I feel like those,
still exist,
those are existing, but those kind of records are few and far between.
No, it's a million of them.
That's why. There's a million. Hold on. There's a million of them, but at the same time, you also see that what comes out and what is being celebrated and what's being appreciated and what's actually packing the arenas and the clubs and all that. The other type of music, the thoughtful. That's because you got a lot of people with low
self-esteem.
You're not wrong with that.
Positivity. Now, negativity is a false sense of power.
Absolutely.
And everybody embracing negativity has an emotional self-esteem motherfucking problem because everything that ever made that was super successful was good.
That's true. I mean, okay. So real quick, guys,
to change. Hold up. Let me just say this.
Sure.
I got to add this so people can understand what we're saying.
Shoot.
Public Enemy. Scary.
True. NWA. Scary to the world. You know what I mean? There's been a plenty of polarizing or artists that
have our young people talking NWA shit over and over than what Chuck is talking about. And the crazy thing about that is the very people from the places that we think is 100% against us, they understand Chuck's record. There came a point when all of this, like you said, was going on.
Right.
Don't sign no more Treacherous. Don't sign no more De La Souls. That when you go to a PE sells out concerts.
Yeah.
Not with Travis Scott's audience or Drake's. PE sells out concerts. When you go to a PE concert, do you know who's in the fucking audience screaming "Fight the Power"? White people.
White people for sure.
When Run-DMC, who we wasn't thinking of making
NWA even too.
We wasn't making right because they see the power.
Yeah. Hold on, real quick. Okay. I decided to do a little bit of this here, real quick. So, guys, you're watching this conversation. Obviously, is fire. If you appreciate it, make sure you hit that like button down below. Show us some love. Put some heart emojis in the chat. Purple heart emojis in the chat. That'll be greatly appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe. Show some love. If you got some questions for Daryl, start firing them off right now because we only have a short amount of time, and then Daryl's out the door. But I do have to shift the conversation. Out the door. Now you're gonna write a song about it. Now here's the thing. I got a couple questions for you. We gotta get straight into it. Okay. Sure. Now here's the thing. Because you did talk about like guys getting in jail. The in the future of hip hop and the future of what it is right now.
Yeah. Where do we go now?
Diddy is a big situation right now, and I gotta know what your thoughts are about Diddy's arrest, the whole situation, all those allegations.
I just know
what are your thoughts?
R. Kelly his ass.
So do you think R. Kelly's innocent?
I can't speak on stuff that I don't know about. But let me tell you this. People ask me the same thing that's happening in hip hop right now is happening to disco.
How so?
Because when disco was out, when it was at the top, and it was Hollywood. Now what's in Hollywood? The elites.
Right.
The people, the Illuminati and all the motherfuckers in Hollywood.
Yeah, don't say that.
Right. You know what I'm saying? From what's no, I don't know. I can't speak. I never went to Diddy parties. I was never around sex orgies. I know a lot of gay people in fashion. They're not trying to make me gay. They're cool people. They have their gay friends. It's not like they're trying to put slut and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's no nasty stuff have been around me, and I've been
Because you've been in the game for a
Yes,
really,
now
really long
I've heard
time.
about
But
these things.
okay, so you've heard about these things,
of course,
for years.
For years,
But it's all rumor. Or are you hearing from actual people?
And the worst things that I would see was I would go to a party and there's cocaine everywhere. And once I stopped getting cocaine, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And then I would see people was there. I left at 9. So I can't talk about what I don't know. But let me explain to you this.
Shoot.
Disco was so powerful, right? But it died. Mm-hmm. When disco died, people threw it away. Hip hop said, "Oh shit, we'll grab it." And we started running over disco. So another man's trash is
another man's treasure
because they don't see the value in it. So disco at first was Hollywood, every CEO, everything that's going on in America right now when it comes to money and material and your success being based on how wealthy you are. Right. So we were kids growing up in New York City and have no resources, no real estate, no money and stuff like that. But every time you turned on the TV, and that's why I said the media is showing these images over and over, they were showing Hollywood come to New York City to go in. The king of the crop was Studio 54. Yeah. So you saw fur coats, you saw Bentleys, you saw private jets. You saw all the elites and stuff like that. Now, we didn't care nothing about the material and the diamonds and the champagne and the coke and the sex and drugs. We was like, wow, they come together and they play music and it's safe for once. So we took disco and did our own discos in the streets.
No doubt.
But what happened with disco was it was always on the media, CBS, but because we didn't have Netflix and all. Right. CBS, ABC, and NBC. You saw all of that. But you saw them going in Studio 54. You had no idea what was going on, but something must be good because all the rich people going there.
Yeah, and when they're going buck wild in that place.
And when you're rich, you good and you honest and you this and that. Yeah. When somebody got in the cameras with Studio 54 and they saw what was going on, obviously, I'm just putting the two together from what I noticed.
Right.
I can't talk about what I didn't experience. When they got in Studio 54, what I'm hearing in the media, what was going on at Puffy parties,
right?
People were disgusted. The world was disgusted to where somebody said disco sucked, and everybody that believed that was true stood up, and disco died. I remember being a little kid. They said it one day, disco sucks. Not because of the music. The music, let me show you, the music was great. Tramps, burn, baby, burn. Yeah. Just the Bee Gees, Donna Summer.
Yeah.
Two of the biggest rock groups, white rock groups from Europe, made disco records to be accepted because they told her. Queen made another one, Bites the Dust. It's written, a disco, boom, boom, boom. Yeah. They couldn't get in Studio 54, so they had to make a disco. But once they got in there and they saw the Phil Flam and Flynn. So I've been in the music business 41 years.
Right.
Let's forget about Puffy's situation. You remember being little, just hearing casting couch.
Yeah.
What women had. So it's always
and men now
existed.
It's always existed, yeah.
What I'm trying to say is, this is not even karma. Hopefully, there's a bigger agenda with what's going on with Puffy and stuff like that. But every piece of filth, lying, and cheating will catch up with you. Mm-hmm. And if it don't catch up with you in your lifetime, it's going to hit somebody close to you. So for me, I always remember Jay saying, D, watch your day. Watch where you go. Yeah. Watch who you with. What's bad about that from Jay is he made it away, but wouldn't leave because he thought it was his mission to deliver everybody else. Jay's studio, hold up, speaking on Diddy, Jay's studio could have been, Diddy's studio, Puff Daddy's studio was like on 45th or 49th in Manhattan. Mm-hmm. Jay's studio could have been on 45th in Midtown.
Right.
Jay's studio could have been out in LA around the block from Dr. J's. Jay's studio was 5 minutes from where he grew up. Mm-hmm. He refused to leave this. The very thing that killed Jay was the very thing that he was delivering. So to this extent, I still got my life and my freedom. I didn't OD. I didn't commit suicide. My statement, and everybody came at me on Twitter when I said this. I'm not mad at the brother that killed Jay, and you got to understand where I'm going. Modi, Rakim, we all went to the mine.
Right.
When I said that, now I only probably got like 140,000 followers because I'm not controversial. I'm not an Access Hollywood stuff. I didn't even have a reality show like Run. That's why Run is more known than me now.
Right.
He was utilizing this
In bubble
current,
bags, writing
on
sermons.
MTV, this
Yeah.
and that and whatever. And I made one little sting, so I know people are watching me. But the stuff that I'm saying, they didn't want to listen to. But then I'm saying, but they're listening, but they're not acting, but they're acting on this. I said, I'm not mad at the brother that shot Jay. I got cursed out. I said, let me explain myself. My fight isn't with the brother that shot Jay. My fight is bigger than that. My fight is against the mentality that would continue for brothers like Jay to get shot by brothers that shot Jay.
I see.
Was like, whoa, we didn't think about it like that.
Yeah, it's like, it's bigger than just that.
I can't speak on this whole Diddy thing. I can't speak on the R. Kelly thing.
Can you say anything about Russell Simmons? I mean, he's one of the people that helped.
He's going through something too.
I mean, he gone. He doing sun salutations in Bali right now.
Yeah.
So what's up with that?
It all comes down to how you carry yourself. I come from an era where, and I can remember this, I'm a geeky, nerdy guy that just want to read comic books.
Right.
And Run, who was a professional rapping artist since the age of 15, because he was the son, not the literal son, physical son. He was the son of Curtis Blow. Curtis Blow was the first rap artist signed to a major label, Mercury Records. Curtis Blow was the first rap artist with a major gold record. I'm talking about record industry shit.
Word.
Everybody else, I'm profile. My whole career at my greatness, I was an independent artist. I was on Profile Records. We was never on Def Jam. We never had the machine behind us. We had presentation. So what I'm saying is, I was this geeky, nerdy kid that just wanted to draw and listen to Cold Crush tapes, and I'm thrust on the road. When I got on the road, and my friends is my sound people, my friends is my security, and then everybody that we came in contact from whatever clique it was, from Houdini to Run-DMC, everybody running around getting pussy. Everybody running around getting, it was fuck, this, and that. Some of that shit came back to haunt some of them brothers.
As we already seen.
People that carried themselves right, they had their sex in private. But they ain't putting themselves, you don't put yourself in a position to even be considered a rapist.
But here's my question, though. How are some of these guys able to stay in the game without having the need to look like they're being cool, like going and bashing girls out or doing the blow, doing all that kind of stuff? Because I feel like there's always like this need of looking cool and being in the in crowd by doing like everybody else.
They do it in their art, but a lot of motherfuckers ain't doing that shit really all day too.
Facts.
See, that's the other thing. It's all presentation. It's all act. Like there was a time I remember I was with Bun B and he had to tell the kids, "Yo, man, everybody on TV ain't rich."
True.
We come from an era before
TLC
and all of that. right.
TLC.
But I'm just going to know. You got to understand what the media perception is. When I was little in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, just because I saw my neighbor's friend on the evening news, you thinking, they rich. No.
Yeah.
But Bun B said this a couple of years ago. Everybody you see on TV, even in this state, ain't rich.
Yeah.
They hustling and they working. It's
Yeah.
all perception, though. You know what I'm saying?
Smoke and mirrors.
And MTV's gone.
Yeah.
MTV should be sued for false advertising. Are they music TV now?
No, they're
It
not.
should be RTV.
Yeah.
Why ain't nobody in America
Reality TV.
going, why ain't our leaders and stuff pressing MTV?
Yeah.
Seeing grown adults act like kids and fight. So what is that kids that's watching MTV going to do now for the rest of their lives?
Right.
Unless they're showing something else. So for me, there was brothers and sisters, I learned from dudes like LL. I didn't start getting in shape just because I had pancreatitis. That was a big part of it. But when I was on the Raising Hell tour, I was sniffing coke. I wasn't going to sleep. I was drinking 40 ounces, me running Jay smoking weed on the after parties.
Right.
LL would do his show. He'd come to the after party for a minute, but then I would notice he had his nights. You could talk to him about that. But I remember this phase of LL that, LL's gone by 10:30.
Yeah.
And I asked L, what happened? I went to bed. What was you in the morning? I went to the gym.
Yeah.
Then LL
And now
looked
look
good.
at- yeah, he looks amazing.
It's all lifestyle. So
Yeah.
things that you was doing. My shit caught up with me. In 1990, I had acute pancreatitis. Why? Because I was drinking fucking 40s all the night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're kicking it. enjoying that rock star lifestyle.
Your presentation and even your affiliation could get your ass into trouble.
Yeah.
If your presentation in affiliations is tight, when somebody does come after you, see what's happening now is they coming after somebody in my clique that raped or sold drugs or shot or robbed or whatever. They taking all of us because they don't know no better because they see all of us acting like fools.
Right.
But I'm in a position that when they come for the brother that did that, and I didn't know they did that, they taking me, Eric, and my son, and me and you going, yo, what did he do? We don't know. See, I don't know what Diddy and them was really doing, so I can't speak on it. But can I say this? Throughout my 41 years in there, there's fucking foolery and nasty and fucked up shit going on. And if you don't know how to maintain yourself, the shit will ruin your business. Kids love it, and the grown-ups love it when they say, me, I'm going to be safe. DMC so gangster, I'm around about puppy dogs, baby rabbits, and fucking cotton candy.
Just no baby oil.
Right.
Don't rap about baby oil. We'll be fine.
So I just want to end with this.
Yeah.
Chuck said the most powerful thing about hip hop is when making records, there's always mic and there's cameras on us.
Yeah.
So just do your part. And that will make you wealthy and rich. Why? Because something you can say can make your dream come true. If not for you, somebody else, and you will feel like the $1 trillion because you know you were part of that catalyst.
That's beautiful. We're going to end with that. And so I want to say a big thank you. Man, thank you so much again.
I said this
for
when
being
I
on
first
with
met you. I don't know you.
Yeah.
I feel you're a friend right now and stuff like that. When I first
You're going to tell me how good I look? I look really good,
you
though.
Look really good. No,
thank you.
I told you that. You're good. I said you should have a TV show.
I would love to have it. Who call me? Damn it!
And that's how we win. I hope somebody with a lot of money see this. This is a new TV show for a new generation.
I don't know why I did that, but I felt like I had to.
No. I tell the little kids going and doing the B-boy stance means you know who you are.
Exactly. I want to hug myself. I love myself so much. But thank you. I appreciate it. One day there will be a TV show.
I know. I just spoke it because I'm a rapper that spoke it. And
prophetic.
When I got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the crazy shit happened to me. 2009, we get inducted. Rest in peace, me and Run there. They say, DMC, come in. We need to tell you something. I go, what? They say, you guys are prophetic. And I go, what you talking about? Check this out. They say in 1985, y'all did a song and a video with Larry Bud Melman from the David Letterman show at the front door of a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame museum saying, you guys can't come in here. This is a rock and roll museum, which had a lot of connotations to it, if that's the correct word. Not only you guys being hip hop, this is rock and roll. Y'all can't come in here, but you're black, you're young, that whole thing.
Yeah.
And not knowing who created rock and roll black people. The blues is the roots, the other persons is fruit. For y'all that want to educate, this is what should be being said. So they say this. They say, you did a video with Larry Bud Melman from the David Letterman show denying your access into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Museum. Yeah. And I go, okay, so what's the big deal? This is going to blow all your minds. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame didn't exist. It didn't start till 86. So in 85, me running Jay with this hip hop thing, do a video getting denied into a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame museum that didn't exist. When they started it, there was no way they could keep us out because not only Run-DMC called themselves the King of Rock, all the MCs prophesized that Melly Mel would be, Grandmaster Flash would have to be the first hip-hop group in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, even though they didn't want us.
Right.
And just last week, Tribe Called Quest is in. But why is that? For anybody to discriminate and separate, they don't understand. We got it from y'all. We didn't have access and resources. So we took the vinyl records that all the great people in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame made already, and we created our own art form. So even if the establishment or the governors or the people in the power didn't let us in, I'm loving it because I got to meet Lemmy of Motorhead. I got to meet Mick Mars of Motley Crue. I got to meet Bon Jovi. You know what those musicians told us while the world was saying you're not music, you're corny, you don't even make music? we love what you guys are doing.
What you guys are doing is
We
fine.
were young.
How you doing that? Can you give us some tricks and tell us a little bit? It's like, I'm not telling you how the trick.
Do it, but shit, you gave me the access. It started with your record, but that's basically it.
Somebody just said, Christy, thank you so much for the comment. Said, let's see, I worked in an event where he was a performer for a radio station years ago. Wow. He is talented, hilarious, class act. Love hearing y'all together. Thank you so much for that comment. But unfortunately, we got to wrap it up because I know you got some things you got to go to.
So the next time I see you is going to be on your TV show.
You the prophet, so you know what I mean. So
let's local make that businesses happen. Out there, get together, sponsor a brother that could be the Mike Douglas and the Merv Griffin of our generation.
Hold on.
All you successful black people.
No, repeat that all over again. Okay, take 2.
All you businesses here in Missouri and especially St. Louis, pull your resources together, create a TV show for this brother so that we can have our Mike Douglas and Merv Griffin and Lawrence Welk show and Johnny Carson. It's time for that. We got content, we got music, we got film, we got the people behind the scenes. It's a new era. We can make Soul Train in America. We can make Don Cornelius and Dick Clark so fucking happy right now.
Let's go. Soul Train. Let's go. Yeah. The check is in the mail. No, it's not. I don't know where you live. So thank you so much for being on. I really do appreciate it. Of course, you always have a seat right here
and you know what's
on
cool?
the show.
Let me just say this. The reason why this dialogue is important, I'm just an artist. Now you can get an educator in here. Mm-hmm. Now you can get somebody from the music business in here.
Damn right.
And they'll tell you how it works so you can figure out, how do I get my fully clothed girl that doesn't shake her ass and curse profanity to that level?
Word.
There's a way to do it.
There is a way to do it.
Work together and pool our resources.
Let's do that.
Hip hop and we don't stop.
All day. A big thank you to Daryl, DMC, Run-DMC for being in the house. I really do appreciate it, man. That is the show.
And
guys.
when he gets his show, I'm going to come back and be like the go-to commentary guy. You could set me up like Max Headroom.
Oh, I'm with that.
And I won't really be AI. It's going to be me, but I'm going to make the screen look like AI. And you're going to go, let me go to my DMC with this one. And then you'll ask me, because we're creating a little thing that people can say, yo, I remember when he DMC did his show 3 years ago. I can be like, I'm the DMC here.
I'm with it. You'd be like, the sky's falling, motherfucker. Run! But I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Guys, please go find him, follow him. Where can they go and follow him?
Social media is so crazy.
Don't think too hard now.
I have him, but I'm a show-up guy. I like to show. Oh, he really came to the library. King DMC is my Instagram. I do have a YouTube King DMC YouTube site, and I have DMC something on X, which used to be Twitter. But if you go to King DMC, and also have DMC Makes Cookies on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
King DMC and DMC Makes Cookies on Instagram will take you to everything else.
Don't forget about these milk and cookies. Don't forget about these, okay, guys? But anyway, big thank you to Daryl for being in here, Daryl McDaniels for being in the house, blessing us with his presence. Please, guys, be sure to hit that like button down below. Hit that subscribe button. Check out my Patreon, patreon.com/The Pascal Show. And we'll be talking to you guys very, very soon. Show up and show this man some love because he deserves it. Also, please, one last shout out to mylifeinabagfoundation.org. Please go check that out. If you can go and pledge or contribute, donate to a wonderful cause, please be sure to do that. Again, it's mylifeinabagfoundation.org. Sorry about that. One more time, www.mylifeinabagfoundation.org. Okay, guys? Much love to you guys. Got to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. We'll talk soon. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.